Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Coming on sundown because today we're gonna talk about exploiting the homeless. We'd be immediately canceled, right? Actually, you know what? Thumbs up this video if you would actually be like, I would like to see that. Most half-decent human beings can find at least a little bit of empathy in their heart for the less fortunate. Usually the scale goes, the older you get, the less empathy you have for that. And the younger you get, the more empathy you have. I'm right in the middle because I have enough life experience now where I have met some homeless people that I'm like, there ain't no saving you. There's no saving you.
A lot of them, I mean, they're mental issues. It's very hard.
I would say almost all of them. But it's just a thing of like, I've had enough bad experiences now to where I'm like, I don't want to fuck with it. When I was younger, I was like, how can I help? Like I remember one time there's like a homeless guy on the side of the road. Remember, it was like right by McDonald's. We got a McDonald's. And then immediately after that, they took it and they're like, can I just have money? And I did. Burgers. This feeling may encourage you to toss a homeless person a few bucks or maybe some food now and then, which, you know what, I still do. If somebody's just like, dude, I need, of course, even when we were in New York, Nick, guy went in, he's like, can I get some toilet paper or whatever? And they ended up getting a bunch of groceries or whatever. And then Nick was like, I thought you just said toilet paper.
Oh, he's like, can I get this? And he pulled out like a candy bar.
But, you know, I mean, let me just say, we have not even gotten out of this fucking intro. Help people when they are in need, but also you can't help every single person in the world, right? Does this just look bad? I can't tell if this looks, does this look bad? Are people gonna be like, well, you should help everybody you come across?
No, I mean, that's just a fact. You can't help everybody.
Like, okay, can I give you an example of a time when I'm like, I can't. I was walking, I was in Los Angeles, North Hollywood. Crazy, there's homeless people there, right? It was like off this intersection. I was in my car and it was hot. I mean, it was very hot out and I felt bad. And I sat there like, oh, dude, guy sitting in the shade. Guy gets up, pulls down his pants and shits like all over the wall, scratches his bare ass and then pulls up his pants and he's come up to cars and tapping on the window. I don't want to roll down my window. First off, that's a dookie finger. At that point, is that not bioterrorism? At some case, that's the time where I'm lock the door. Today, things are a lot different, especially in the age of the internet. Tugging on a person's heartstrings directly correlates to financial success, not necessarily for the homeless person. And since the dawn of YouTube, content creators have made a killing off of exploiting the homeless, whether it's shoving a camera in their face as they make generous donations. You remember those? Dude, I just wanted to give you $10,000. And it's them just being like, guys, seriously, we just changed a life today. Whatever. How do we know they don't go back and be like, win that fucking money? Or it's play money. It's Monopoly money. Dude, don't pass go. Get a jail free card. Or imitating them on the streets for vapid social experiments that are often fully scripted. Remember the social experiment craze? Remember back on YouTube back in like 2013, 2014, you couldn't leave the home page without seeing social experiment.
It was hot.
Oh boy, it was hot. Red hot. Social experiment. Mommy Makeout Day.
My favorite video.
And it's Mommy Makeout Day.
Mommy Makeout Day. That was a social, I think pretty sure that was even supposed to be a social experiment. Or is it a prank? There really was no difference between prank and social experiment.
I wanted to know if you wanted to play a quick game or a quick kiss.
Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live.
Why would you kindly slip someone a $100 bill and treat them like a human when you could just film it and make 10 times the money monetizing it? So just how bad has the homeless exploitation gotten? Today, that's what we're gonna find out. Which, you know, this leads us also into, well, before we even get into the video, we should talk about a thing on YouTube that I think we've talked about before. At least I've put it in cartoons before, which is charity. Do we have to bleep? Probably.
Charity corn.
Charity corn. I'm also pretty sure there's some kind of phrase for this. It's kind of the Mr. Beast thing where it's giving someone less fortunate a shit ton of money, but in return, you are making a bunch of money off of it and you're like garnering basically power. You're using your thing to exploit people out of more power, which some people say it's a thing where it's like, you're never able to criticize it because in the end you are doing a good thing, which you are. You are doing a good thing. So it's like, if you're doing a good thing and you get rewarded for it, is that bad? I don't know. Yes, I'm being paid for it, but at the end of the day, I did a good deed. Hey, today's video is sponsored by Starge 4 PCs. Starge 4 has some of the highest quality PCs and customizable products on the market. Right now, the hottest item is the RuneScape keycap set. Your keyboard features the original RuneScape UF font and images from the game menu. This set of 132 keycaps is perfect for OSRS enthusiasts, regardless of their crafting level. Have the entire world of RuneScape at your fingertips, bitch. Check out this collab and other goodies at starforgesystems.com. Thank you so much for sponsoring the video. And also, computers rule, so check them out. Thanks. From the early days of YouTube, people have looked to the homeless to help bring in this delicious AdSense. People look at homeless people on the side of the street and they're just like, you're my little guinea pig today.
Yeah, it's like they look at them and they just see like a giant dollar bill or a turkey.
Yeah, it's a Tom and Jerry turkey. More than a decade ago, YouTubers such as Vitaly and Fousey were taking homeless people off the streets and giving them makeovers. Now, we've talked about both these people on this channel. These two planted the seeds that would eventually grow into a massive corner on the internet, which is essentially social experiments, pranks on homeless people that are just becoming really popular, that people are like, yes, this is awesome! This is Pog! A creator who goes by Josh blew up over the last couple years making heartwarming videos where he helped out the homeless. In some videos, he would find people on the streets and hand them money, or he would buy them necessities such as coats, shampoos, and backpacks. But what really brought in the views was when he would walk into restaurants and ask the workers for large orders of food so he could go out and feed the homeless. Many of these videos reached well over 30 million views, and each time he went in, he never had to pay for a dime for these massive orders because of all the owners were moved by his story and wanted to cover the charge. No, seriously, man, you're doing a good thing. Can I have 70 pizzas? What's this for? Is this for a party or something? On their pad? Is this for a party or something? No, I'm gonna go to the homeless shelter. Let me go talk to my manager. Which I want to say this. It doesn't it feel scripted?
It does.
It happens that many times. Here's me if I'm working at Pizza Hut. Word? Cool. That's $650. Thank you.
It's always funny too because they're like, 100 pizzas or whatever, and they're like, okay, hold on, and they come out and they're like, we couldn't do 100, but I got 12.
Yeah, well, we got a couple coupons for your buddies. They don't have money, they're homeless. Yeah, but it's a little BOGO thing. If they want to buy at least one, they can get one free, like that kind of thing. Josh gained millions of followers for his generosity and earned a good reputation for his work. However, people felt that there was something off about his content. There's just something a bit strange. This all came crashing down one viral video where Josh approached a hot dog stand and asked a man for 30 hot dogs. That's a lot of dogs. How many? Okay, just give me a second. The man was visibly annoyed by the camera in his face and clearly didn't want to be a part of it. Although he was angry because the large order wasn't called in ahead of time, he ultimately opted to make 20 hot dogs so that Josh could hand them out. Josh tried to give the man a large tip, but was still met with frustration. The man simply told him to use the money for the people he was trying to feed. He ends the video by shouting out the business, which led to his followers review bombing the restaurant and claiming the man hated the homeless. Yeah, like, which it's like, what a weird way for that to clash though, right? It's a guy sitting there being like, I want to get 30 hot dogs. The guy's like, dude, you have got to be fucking kidding me. All right, I'll take them one at a time and all the fixins.
Yeah, all the fixings.
You know what I mean?
All of them.
He's like, I got 17 fucking options here. He's like, the whole thing, not a dime saved. Multiple people called out Josh for not only exploiting the homeless for views, but supposedly editing the owners to look a little extra bad to increase engagement. You gotta splice the videos up a bit to make it a bit exciting, right? Well, you can't just get out 30 hot dogs. You can't put 30 hot dogs in some buns, dick. The guy's like, dude, I mean, you cut in line. How fucked up would it be if he cut in line? He's just like, 30 hot dogs. There's a whole line behind him. One creator contacted the owner and found out that he even pulled their cameraman aside and calmly explained to him why he disagrees with the ethics of what he's doing. I'd love to see the POV. It's like the guy's feet. He's like, yeah, okay. It smells good. What if he didn't even acknowledge he's in? I love relish. The guy's like, no, seriously, I get it, but mustard. In several of his last videos, Josh approaches homeless people, buys them food or clothing, and then asks them to choose one of his followers to receive $100 when they could clearly benefit more from it. Just kind of fucked up. Okay. Exactly. Here you go, buddy. Hey, could you give someone randomly online that you don't know $100? Okay, this person. Great.
It'd be funny if he's like holding it in front of his face too.
Exactly. Oh. Nope. Trying to reach for it. Oh, too slow. Just kidding. I'm Josh. Josh's videos have caught the attention of millions of people and have likely inspired others to do the same. Though some are far more cruel, which that's true. Which I don't think what he's doing is horrible. But it's just an example. It's an example of a new way of like people think this is a new thing. It's been going on for a while. Also, if you are double dipping, that's fucked up. I was gonna say if you're not even benefiting off the PayPal, really, why not just have it be like, here's a link to my local food bank. I'm always in this area helping people, or like if he's in Los Angeles or whatever. I'm always in Los Angeles. This is the Los Angeles Food Bank. Donate there.
You know what I would do? If I was doing this, I would talk to the homeless people, get their address, or where they hang out.
Get their address. To what home?
I'll get their phone number and their Discord. And what I would do is
You would get their phone number and Discord. Okay.
what I would do. I'd put them in my video, and then I would say, hey, percentage of these, like the profit I make off this, I will give back to you.
You wouldn't do that.
But that's how I'm saying. If I did this.
Even if it was something like I'm giving you 10% of the thing.
Just something where it's just
So
like,
however many views this gets, he gets 10% of the thing. I think that's fair. Why not? All right, so I'm taking the 10% clause back. I worked fucking hard on this video. Come on. But people do exploit the shit out of this kind of method where Josh isn't as bad. He does get exploited, right? Like in Malaysia. Where a group of 3 Instagram influencers went to KFC, recorded themselves eating chicken, and then went out and gave the bones to a homeless man. You know what that is? That's cruel. And also that person should have their leg broken. For every bone they gave, whatever, that's how many bones you break.
they should get their the meat ripped off and eat.
I would be superstitious. If I was in Malaysia, I'd be superstitious. The white ghost is coming. It's the fucking colonel, rises from the grave. To their arms. Yeah, how sick would that be? The colonel's ghost has risen from the grave once again.
Would the colonel like eat your meat too and like make you boneless?
Oh, dude, that'd actually be like a swarm of locusts, but they're in the shape of Colonel Sanders. Colonel! Oh, Colonel! And they go all around him. And then they leave, they disperse, and he's just a skeleton. Another creator has made a living off exploiting homeless by posting videos of him giving them copious amounts of cigarettes, alcohol, and weapons. Which I will say, you're a bit of a god damn. When you first see the videos, you're like, holy shit.
Well, the captions are always keeping the homeless.
Yeah,
homeless.
it's always like keeping the homeless safe or something like that. And the motherfucker gives him like a machete or something. Pav Wolfie has been slowly gaining traction over the last few months for walking around and handing homeless people some of the worst vices society has to offer. In another series of his called Water or Buzz Balls, he goes up to homeless people, offering them 2 drinks, knowing they will more than likely pick the alcohol because, once again, a lot of homeless, just substance abuse. Also, too, if I was homeless, I'd be like, what the fuck, do I have some water? Let me ask you this, too, Nick. If you're homeless, what would be your vice? I feel like I'd sniff glue.
Probably meth.
Why meth?
Seems like the party drug out there.
See, you know why I don't want to do meth? I don't have to deal with the people selling meth. I could go up to a gas station and be like, into like a big gulp.
Whip it. That's what I do.
Oh my fucking god. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I want to fent flop at least once in my life. I want to huff a little gas, put the cap.
See, knowing me,
flop over.
I would die from fent. I'd be the one to.
I would die the first thing I took it. I'd be one of those people for sure. They won't. Each video shows the person clamoring for the alcohol either immediately or chugging it or dancing, all the while Wolfie eggs them on with Clash of Clans music in the background. What is it? Why is Clash of Clans is like super popular right now, or Clash Royale or something like that? Or
Is it?
I feel like I keep seeing more of it. I don't know.
I always see the ads where it's like a bunch of hordes of zombies are coming at you and you shoot them.
There's always like some viral game, marketing game, isn't there? The videos often end with the homeless people passed on the floor. His other popular series, titled Keeping the Homeless in the Streets, shows him handing out liquor and cigarettes to people out in the street. During the government shutdown, he also made a video showing himself giving back to the community by handing out shots of Fireball and cigarettes. But his most controversial videos have now been taken down because his initiative to keep the homeless safe in the streets, involving him going around handing out real machetes to random homeless people. Okay, it feels satirical and funny, but I don't know. It's like, I guess my thing is the prompt of it is so absurd that I do laugh. Where it's just like a guy be like, "Dude, here," giving them a plastic wrapped, like freshly bought from Walmart machete is insane. But also, if that's true, how do you sleep at night? How do you?
Well,
What kind of Nick did this?
I mean,
It's a fucking human. You're like, I would immediately assume he's gonna kill somebody with that, or someone's gonna kill him for his machete.
I was gonna say, I feel like the cops. Like he's just, because the thing is, he's gonna be like, "This is sick," and he's gonna be out
Well, yeah,
playing
he's
with
gonna
it.
be huffing
Yeah.
and swinging that. Yeah, the rapid growth of AI now also plays a part in these degenerate antics, with AI homeless people for pranks becoming a rampant issue. Last year, a new trend blew up and got people into legal trouble. Essentially, people were using AI image generators to place homeless people into their photos or real life homes. These images would be texted to family and friends, claiming that they had broken into their home in order to send them into some kind of panic, right? Like a daughter would be like, Dad, some guys in my house. And you'd get a voice memo of the dad being like, oh my God, call me. To unassuming parents, this is their worst nightmare and has resulted in numerous false 911 reports. On more than one occasion, this has resulted in felonies being charged against the AI prankster. Which also, too, you know what's fucked up is you know how many cases of boy or girl who cried wolf this is gonna happen with? Like there's this ad that was so fucking stupid for, I think it's like an AI generator thing that Adobe did or something, but it's like pranking my mom and telling her I broke a vase at the museum or a bus at the museum, and it's her being like, it's like the thing is like slowly falling down over a series of images. I'm like, then you're gonna sit there and they're gonna call and be like, some guy's circling my car. Bitch. I need your help. Yeah, sure, Sarah. Hang up. She's dead. Plunged into her fucking neck. At a school in Ohio, multiple students face charges for circulating images of homeless people breaking into schools. People fucking generating homeless people breaking into their school. Why would you do that? Dude, they're so funny. And just a few days before this, 2 other Ohio teens were arrested and charged with false reports because of the similar AI homeless pranks. Hey kids, don't fucking fake police charge that homeless people are breaking into your school. What the fuck is this? It's one thing to use homeless people as a prop in your content, but many throughout the years have taken things to the next level by engaging in straight up harassment, which I would say is probably the most common. Some of the most infamous examples include the famous Bum Fights video series, if anybody remembers this, and it was in Vegas. Trevor, my buddy Trevor, just every time he passed a landmark, he's like, yep, that's where they film bum fights. Very excited about it. But it was created by a group known as In Decline in 2002, where a crew would convince struggling or mentally ill people on the Las Vegas Strip to perform dangerous stunts and even fight other homeless people for money. It's like it's like snuff, it's like almost like snuff porn, basically. Humiliation, blah, 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 you know, it's all the bad shit. The first volume had sold well over 300,000 copies. Okay, first, I just want to say in 2002, that is insane.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah,
that's like the same level of viral marketing as like, I don't know, BAM did for like CKY or whatever. Like those, like just, you pass around tapes and sell them. It's not like like even like recording equipment isn't as like readily available and stuff. It's just, that's crazy. But by 2006, the series ended after 2 homeless veterans sued the creators and received a financial settlement on top of barring the creators from ever marketing the product again. Strangely enough, In Decline is now an art collective and an activist group. How'd you get there? You think they woke up one day, they're like, dude, what are we doing? Or actually, if you get sued, I mean, that'll straighten any motherfucker up. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again, sir.
Exactly. See the ghost of Colonel coming, the bone collector coming. I do the same. Many influencers don't even pretend to be doing a good deed for their content. One man filmed himself scaring the shit out of sleeping homeless people by screaming, chanting in a scary voice, and dragging them by their legs. That's content. That's a guy who has a phone who's like, this is gonna be great. Another creator named Henry Barunda faced various account bans making content in which he uses drones to film and harass homeless people, often to the point where they would become enraged and begin throwing projectiles at it.
Projectiles?
At one point, they even found and followed infamous lolcow Daniel Larson, which that was fucked up. I'm like, how did you find Daniel? His actions eventually led to a $270,000 fine from the FAA after violating 11 drone regulations in 232 instances. I'd pack the drone up.
It's not even.
You can't fly a drone around. What the fuck does drone regulate? You can't just be like, I'm gonna fly it down the street.
You need a license to do it now, and there's certain zones you can't do it. Like,
Doesn't make sense.
Could you imagine flying drones in New York? I'd be scared. If I saw a drone flying in New York, 9/11 too.
There's also Jackson Felt, who has made numerous high-effort videos where he tries to confuse the absolute shit out of unwell homeless people. Filming discreetly behind Ray-Ban glasses, he places a tinfoil hat on his victims' heads and insists they're being followed. He then gives them a weapon in the form of a plunger covered in foil and urges them to drink out of the foil-wrapped bottle of alcohol. He convinces them to get into his van, which is also wrapped head to toe in tinfoil, before asking them all sorts of random questions in between taking breaks to gamble on crypto casino apps, which has become a big thing too. People will go and do like pranks, but they'll be like, let me do my rain bet. Should I hit this?
Rain bet, rain bet, rain bet, rain bet, rain bet, rain bet.
Is that just because they're sponsored? Is it sponsored content?
Oh, I never thought. It's probably is sponsored. They got the free credits and they want to
or something. They're like, oh yeah, so let me hit my rain bet, whatever. I see that a lot. Also too, what is the content? What is the joke here? Is it just the fact where it's just like, yeah, you know those fucking homeless, those bugs we see on the side of the road? What if I fucked with one of them? Is that just all it is?
It's fucking with with them to see like, hey, let's put them in a weird scenario and see what they say, because it's so outlandish. Do they believe it?
You believe that? Dude, it's a joke, obviously. No, they don't know it's a fucking joke. If you thought people couldn't take things any farther, look no further than the strange trend of content creators pretending to be homeless. This one aggravates me the most. I don't know why. It just irks me. Irks me the wrong way. It is. It's downright. It's malicious.
Well, because then you're manipulating people from their...
I mean, everything else so far has been malicious too, but still. At least with charity porn, homeless people receive money and resources or usually benefit in some kind of way. But today we have wealthy influencers putting on cartoonishly tethered clothing in an attempt to create clickbaity social experiments that are often entirely scripted. And by often entirely scripted, we mean every time. It's 100% scripted. The influencer group Chris and Jasmine started making a bizarre format of scripted videos where a man would approach homeless people and ask them for a favor to test their generosity. In return, they would receive some sort of cash reward. In one video, the man asked a homeless person for the only change she had on her. Because of her generosity, he gives her a watermelon that has been hollowed out and filled with cash. In other videos, he gives a homeless person a strange choice to make, like a wad of cash or a job, presented on an envelope containing the word job on it. Or giving homeless people the choice between a cigarette or an apple, which secretly has a tag that reads $10,000 cash, as if a homeless person should be shamed for not eating healthy, or should be shamed for being like, I just want a cigarette. You want to be a good person or a bad person? I just hate this idea of it's just like, ooh, are you gonna give into your vices? Because that's what it's supposed to be.
Again, it comes down to the price thing. I was gonna say, like, if you offer me alcohol or water, alcohol is more expensive than water.
Yeah, just logistically, like, it's gonna take more for me to buy a bottle of liquor versus trying to like get a bottle of water for somebody. In some occasions, it's very clear that the homeless people are actors. In other videos, however, it looks so believable that people theorize that they are paying actual homeless people to perform in these skits, which is also true. Hey, can you come with me? Can we film a video? I'll give you $600. It'll be something like that. People eat up this content and praise them endlessly for their wholesomeness and their generosity. God, you're a good person. Thank you. Tracy Cahill, a woman who posts food reviews, decided to go into a homeless shelter in Scotland to cheerfully review their food despite having a place to live and ample resources. AKA, this woman goes into homeless shelters even though she's not homeless and eats their food and reviews it, and like mocks it or says like, oh, that's good. It's like good fucking fun there, eh? Whatever a Scottish bitch sounds like.
Oh, 10 bangs. 10 bangs. And I didn't even fucking pay for it. Homeless style, here we go.
Yeah, why? Also, it's just like, this is bad. It's a homeless shelter. They're probably doing like a big mass, like, you know what I mean? It's not going to be a fucking gourmet meal, dude.
Maybe she's like trying to keep them honest.
Like, oh, the positivity of like, well, these are good meals. Well, then they too, if it's just a thing where it's like, what's a free meal? It's like, well, this isn't as good as you said it was going to be. Sorry. She received criticisms from Homeless Project Scotland for wasting donated food to promote her TikTok account, all while bragging to the camera about how she ate for free.
Okay, there you go. Scumbag.
No, you said you liked her. Tracy isn't the only person to take resources from actual homeless people. In September of last year, Elijah Wong Chen posted a short YouTube series in which he attempted to be homeless for a week to save money. I hate these videos where it's a young influencer person saying that a social experiment of like, I'm going to be homeless to save money. What's it like being homeless for a week? First off, I hate this because what are you actually planning on learning in a week? Yeah, being homeless sucks. I got dirty.
Yeah, that's like,
you know,
you're role playing.
Yes, well, all of it's role playing because they know that they have the comfort of like, well, it's just 6 more days.
Yeah.
And they get to go back to my bed and all that stuff. It's bullshit. Anyways, my boy Wong Chen is seen cooking and eating ramen noodles in an empty classroom and sleeping in various locations over sad music. And at one point, he even takes advantage of food and groceries found on his college campus, which are specifically meant for students that are homeless or struggling with food insecurity. On YouTube, this is advertised as social experiment. On TikTok, however, it's played off as if he is actually homeless, which is why these videos racked up millions and millions of views doing that, which is disingenuous. I think it's kind of scummy. And I think even if I think you just need to make it more well known that's like, this is a bit. Because also you can't just say anything, it's obvious. People will believe anything. Like, I mean, look at Facebook. People will fucking believe anything they see. AI generated things of like legless veterans. You're riding the line in an inappropriate way. The world of exploiting the homeless has gotten so lucrative that people are finding all new ways to make content out of it. In fact, it's starting to get weirdly meta. Now, instead of going out and interacting with real homeless people, some creators have resorted to filming fake scenarios of influencers filming homeless people. One influencer with a bio that reads, content with underlying messages to start combos, posted a video where a man in his car films a woman who is filming herself throw money at a homeless person. It's odd. It kind of reminds me of like Darman, or the fuck that YouTube channel is, where it's just like, these are basically just like scummy, weird videos, but it's like, but it has a message. You shouldn't be mean to people. The man filming the interaction walks up to her and mansplains the ethics of filming the homeless, and the woman claims that she's just doing it to make content and pay the bills. A police officer wearing jeans and Converse then intervenes and explains that nothing illegal transpired. The whole thing is clearly staged, and some people in the comments fully believe it, because once again, if it's in a video, people are gonna be like, oh, that's real. Doesn't matter what it is. That's why you have people believe in like Bigfoot and shit. There it is. You know, that's all people need sometimes.
It's also like the way it's filmed. It makes it look like this is a candid thing that you're picking up.
People are like, oh, it's normal, you know? Other creators have begun posting videos of themselves recording similar scenarios for views. In a 2-part series, a man watches as a woman changes from nice clothes into more ragged clothes, aiming to fake being homeless for free handouts. She even folds her legs into one pant leg and ties it so she appears to have an amputated leg, and gets in a wheelchair to create more of a sob story. When he confronts her and exposes her act, he takes her money cup from her and forces her to hop on one foot and scoot on the ground, begging for the money.
It's art.
I hate that this is like the first video we're recording this year. I feel fucking gross. This is all going down in public, and bystanders in the background can be heard chiming in, telling her to stop acting and stand up. The skit ends with her amputation being exposed as a fake, and another influencer gained some brownie points. People in the comments did not believe the act and instead were plugging their Cash App to buy Wingstop. If you're looking to grow and become a content creator, there are tons of fun and creative avenues you can take to reach your goal, but exploiting the homeless should not be one of them. Most people watching this video will never know the mental and physical toll that homelessness can have on a person. The last thing people should be doing is poking and prodding at people who are already at rock bottom and just trying to survive, right? And I don't fucking know. None of us know, right? We all might have a little taste of something, bouts of shit that happens, I get it, but to truly be homeless would be fucking terrible. Leave them alone. Help them when you can. Doesn't mean you have to be the fucking savior to every person you see, but if you're an opportunity to help somebody, I would try to help somebody while you can.
Maybe don't film them.
Do it selflessly. Just help somebody, you know? Sometimes not getting anything in return is the greatest reward of all. You help somebody, which is why we have our own. Okay. Yeah, donate to us.
That's why we're gonna do our food kitchen video. We go and
yeah, so we're gonna be ranking food kitchens next. In solidarity of the Scottish woman who did that as well. So thank you for the content idea. If you are ever actually doing stuff and you think, let's record the homeless, just don't do it. In any aspect of your life, just don't do it. Even the person who, like the guy who said I saw shitting, just don't even record him. Just leave it be.
oh, I saw this crazy video of this homeless guy shitting. It looked like it was in like a car wash, but he literally pooped out like a 2 or 3 foot long single
I saw that,
piece
dude.
of turd.
It's insane. It was legitimately like 4 feet long.
Like I was backed up.
All right. Bye.